Okay, today we will be talking a little bit about the Black Panther Party, just to give you guys a little overview about it. So, despite the passing of the Civil Rights Act, African Americans were still struggling with economic and social inequality. Poverty and reduced public services characterized these urban centers where residents were subject to poor living conditions, joblessness, chronic health problems, and violence, which led to an uprising in Los Angeles in 1965 that ultimately led to the increase of police violence. After the assassination of Michael X, Huey Newton and Bobby Seale created the Black Panther Party, which was originally named the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, which was founded in 1966 in Oakland, California. Huey Newton had taught himself to read before attending Merritt College in Oakland, where he had met Seale. Huey Newton was arrested for allegedly killing a police officer in Oakland, but his conviction was overturned, and that was when he decided that the party would adopt a nonviolent manifesto that dedicated itself to helping the black community by providing free food for children and health clinics. But 3 years later, Newton was accused of another murder, so he fled to Cuba. Seale attended the college shortly after his time in the Air Force. He tended to have a more militant view than a nonviolent view, and after being tried for the murder of a Black Panther suspected to be a police informant, he decided to settle down and focus more on helping the black communities and the environment. The main purpose was to patrol black neighborhoods to help protect them from police brutality. But then they created the 10-point plan that they called for the end of police brutality, employment for African Americans, and land, housing, and justice for all. They saw themselves as a political party who were trying to get more African Americans in office, but a lot of people saw them as a gang. When it comes to the Black Panther Party, there was a lot of controversy, including violence. For example, Eldridge Cleaver and Bobby Hutton, members of the party, were in a police shootout. A Black Panther member tortured and murdered another member because they thought they were a police informant. And the Black Panther's bookkeeper was found beaten and murdered, and even though nobody was charged for her murder, many people believe that the leadership of the Black Panther Party was ultimately responsible for her death. The Black Panthers Party message was viewed by the FBI as a communist organization and quote unquote was the greatest threat to our nation's security. The FBI worked to dismantle the party and began a shootout with its members, which ultimately led to the end of the party in 1982. A new Black Panther Party was surfaced in 1989, claiming that they had no relations to the previous group, but they were deemed to be a hate group as well. If I can, I will link all my information that I had gotten the websites from down below so you guys can check them out as well.